Hey, Carmel. Hey, Larry. Can't go too long tonight. We get some pretty unusual messages. Hey, Aaron. On the Pause Facebook page. And we got another one tonight, and I'm trying to help the lady, but I just don't know. Not sure what I can do from where I am. Hopefully we're not glitchy. It seemed a little jumpy when I first started, but it looks okay on my screen now. But if it gets bad, you guys let me know, and I'll do my reboot dealio and try to fix it. He's already waiting for it. Oh, nope. In the danger zone with Stella. Here, I got another one, Hank. Just avoid that. Hey, Brandon. Hey, Dawn. Well, Hank or Wilson, you gotta bring one of them back. I went from 4 to 1, just like that. Yeah, he does. He just doesn't love when I can't aim for the little house up there and it bounces over there next to Stella, and he has to go get it because she gets upset. I only have one left. Am I supposed to throw it? No, I have 2 left. Actually, I have 2. And hey, Marshmallow Fan. Good catch. And sorry again for the late hour. I had every intention of doing this earlier, but we got to PetSmart today, and we were just gonna clean the cages and feed everybody and do a couple of other errands and come home. But as it turns out, one of the cats at PetSmart, her name was Nike. I think she's got a really bad respiratory infection or something, and apparently she was sick yesterday. Oh, she's over there, Mr. Krabs. She's just hanging out on the floor over there. But she had a respiratory infection, and it was noticed that she was sick yesterday, and we're basically helping another rescue group try to get the cat adopted. Yeah, Nike liked the shoe. Kind of strange, isn't it? Super sweet cat, though. And she was pulled from another rescue, and we put her at PetSmart to try to help get her adopted. She was sick yesterday. She was supposed to get picked up by the rescue until she got well again, and they were going to get her some medicine and all that. Well, we got there today, and she had not been picked up. I didn't know the story from yesterday, but she looked horrible. I mean, her eyes were goopy and just about swollen shut, and she was sneezy and just miserable. There's a vet clinic within the PetSmart store there. We took her over there, and they were going to check her out, and the rescue lady from the other rescue did come while she was at the vet and was going to take her back. So hopefully that gets straightened out. She should have been picked up yesterday, though. I mean, she was just totally miserable. I felt awful for her. Yeah, I believe so. Goopy eyes and sneezing and all that. So, no. I called and sent texts and all that to the higher ups with paws, and they were not pleased that she was not picked up yesterday. But I don't know. I couldn't leave her there like that, though. I wasn't going to leave her there like that. I mean, it was very obvious that she was sick. Yeah, and I don't know if it would have worked. We kept the liquid antibiotic that we got from when the kittens were spayed. I mean, it's been refrigerated the whole time. The expiration has probably passed, but you know, if I had to give her something, I could have given her that, but I didn't know how much to give her, and she really needed a shot. So she got taken care of. I'm just glad that we got her back there and checked into the vet and all that. Yeah, we did. And we, the cage she was in, we have some really strong disinfectant spray that one of the vets gave us, and cleaned that cage out very thoroughly. Hey, cat lover. And hey, Kimberly. I don't think I said hello to you either. Yeah, I don't want to air everybody's dirty laundry, but we got a crazy message about somebody that was married and stationed overseas, and the husband got mad, and he has taken the cat somewhere to some rescue, and she's trying to find him. And it's like, what is going on? People are just, I don't understand. Yeah, it sounds like a real bad situation. And I feel terrible for the cats, but I think the situation is worse than that. Tabby is a boy. Oh, good job, Hank. You brought it back. Well, Tabby's in your way.
Why are you in the way, buddy?
Well, that's what I told her, is that I'm not a lawyer. I can only tell her what I think.
Do you want out of here? What do you want?
He thinks it's time for something.
What do you want? Well, we fed him a little bit early.
Oh, that's all my mice. I don't have any more, Hank. They're all over there. Aurora says hello. Yeah, they're all pretty similar.
What is going on out there?
Well, that's good. I'm glad Tabby's taking up for him.
What's that?
Lynette said that Tabby came to Wilson's aid when Hank had him by the neck.
Are you just going to wait out there?
Who's out there?
Alan.
Oh.
Should be down.
But yeah, a quick 1 hour trip to PetSmart turned into like 2.5 or 3 hours.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I just got that other message a little while ago, so it's been kind of a crazy day. Not to mention all of our other chores and whatnot. No, that's not an invitation for you to come spill water everywhere.
Did you figure out what you want with any people we know?
I didn't recognize her.
You mean you didn't recognize the cat?
She didn't send a picture.
No, you said what the cat. She said what they looked like.
Yeah.
It didn't sound like anything that Clara had intact.
This is Tabby. He's got the white snout and chest and white boots. This is Hank, classic Tabby with the bullseye on his side. And that's Wilson.
Mackerel.
Mackerel, Melanie says.
Mackerel.
And Stella is the mom. Well, she is Tabby's mom, but different litter. And they were very tiny. We forgot to do it earlier in the day.
I knew it was today. I just hadn't thought about posting until recently. We got a month until it's their big one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, these two will be a year old next month. And I don't know how old Stella is. We just guessed 4.5 or so. You gonna come over here, Wilson? Come here.
Well, do you think Lily and Stumpy were the first litter?
I believe so.
I think that they're like going on 3 now.
I think so, yeah. That sounds right.
2.5-ish. You caught Lily in February, and she was young but not like a baby kitten, so probably like 4 months or so, right? 4 to 6. February, March, April. It's gonna be May. 3 months to 4 months, so 2.5.
Oh, we did for a little while, Connie. We have not really heard much as of late. If you look in the comments of that picture,
I'll post it on Instagram too.
Yeah, the lady that has Lorraine posted a picture of her.
She's so pretty.
And of course, you know, my coworker has Doc. We have not heard much out of Marty in quite a while, and George, not quite as long since we've heard something out of George. And Maggie, all I have to do is send a text, and I'm sure I can get a picture of Maggie. But she was very plump and happy the last time we saw her.
Must be genetic from Clara, the
Yeah. Melanie keeps making fun of
She is so
Clara
fat.
about how fat she is, and
She's like almost pregnant level of fat again. You see yourself? Tabby.
Oh, I heard about Lionel. He was doing good. It's probably been the most recent update aside from Zelda that I've gotten on these guys.
Did you need to text him to see if you got your thing?
I can.
You said you were going to give it a little time to make sure it got there and then ask if you got it. Right?
Hmm?
The tag and stuff.
Yeah. What about it?
You said you were going to text him after you gave it some time to make sure it got there and ask if you got it this time.
Well, they didn't return it, so I'm pretty sure he got it.
I'm not even pushing your buttons, just the sound of the...
Mm-hmm. Tabby's watching you too.
They listen to stuff.
They all know the sound of the laser pointer, except for Stella, who's just being a grouch over there.
Stella being Stella.
Is it hot in here to you? Why am I sweating?
You can feel the air conditioning.
Well, I feel it now, and I'm still hot. Oh, I just said the last I've heard about Lionel, he was doing very well.
He and Zelda and Percy were the most outgoing. These two guys are the shy fries.
From this litter, I think all of the other litter was pretty much just like whatever. And they had no issues at all. But for whatever reason, I don't know if it was their first 6 weeks being at the vet with all the weird noises and dogs and. Come on.
Come on, Wilson, you're supposed to pay him back for his efforts. Let go. Oh, don't go over there. Your mom's gonna beat you up.
Yeah, I just wonder if these guys would be less nervous if they had not spent the first 6 weeks of their life at the vet and were around us constantly like the others were. Who knows? Cats are cats and they are unpredictable.
I mean, the fact that 3 out of 5 are one way and the other 2 are much different. It's just.
I wish I remember which one it was that I picked up the very first time that just screamed and screamed and screamed.
I thought you said it was one of the not boot tabbies.
Yeah.
So either Hank or Wilson. Probably Wilson. Who was it that stayed hidden? It was Wilson and Lionel, right?
Stayed hidden.
They stayed in the carrier at first. Didn't want to come out when we brought them to the office.
Oh, yeah. Hank and Zelda were the first 2 out.
Percy was out pretty quick, too.
Oh, I thought you meant here. Yeah. Percy didn't give a crap about anything, ever. He was not shy about anything. But hopefully we can get ready in advance enough to reach out to everybody on their 1-year birthday, which if the trend continues, we won't have to worry about these 2. But as far as the other 3, maybe we can send them a little bag of treats or something.
You can still send something to the others.
Yeah, I remember trying to catch Wilson one time, and it just was not happening at all. Yeah, he refuses to ever go back to PetSmart again. I don't blame him, though.
Those kids tapping on glass.
Yeah, it says on every one of the cages, please do not tap on glass, and every day that I'm there, and a lot of the parents just let them do it. I've heard kids be corrected a couple of times, but more often than not, they just let their kids tap on the glass. And
we sometimes do too, but not in the way that they do.
Well, Tabby had kind of a strange story. Long story short, yeah, he's pretty much foster failure, but we had intended on adopting into somebody, and then we found out some things that weren't very good about the person, and the person got upset that we decided not to let them have Tabby, and we were afraid that, at that time we had not brought Tabby indoors, but we had pretty much tamed him. He hung around my office outside, and I just didn't have a place to put him inside, but I kept him fed and watched after him as best I could, and she was going to come pick him up. Well, then I found out some stuff, and rather than let her show up after hours because he always hung around. He was very friendly. I was afraid they'd show up and scoop him up when we weren't there, so we brought him home. We brought him home with the intention of adopting him out, but
they gave that up pretty quick.
Yeah, once Tabby showed his personality, we decided we'd let him hang around. Night, Mr. Krabs.
She's not going litter box diving.
You're right, Aaron. They are responsible, but some parents are as irresponsible or more irresponsible than their kids.
There's no test.
Hey, Dark Aurora. Are you like the evil version of the regular Aurora we have? The alter ego?
What's the thing outside?
Bizarro Aurora.
Yeah. I just think of Community, the darkest timeline. Evil Abed.
Night, Carmel. Yeah, we'll be a little later than usual tomorrow, but we won't be this late. I do need to get some yard work done tomorrow afternoon before it gets dark.
Allie.
We have 7 outside of this room. It used to be 8. One of our cats we had to put to sleep about 3 weeks ago. A little over 3 weeks, I guess. But Wilson, Hank, and Stella are our fosters. Wilson, I don't know, we've not made anything official, but I don't know. Wilson may be stuck with us. I don't know about Hank. We haven't been lucky enough to get him adopted out to see how it would work. Our hope is to get Hank and Stella adopted together.
Where are you going, Tabby boy? Where are you going? Oh. What are you doing? Coming for your mice.
There should be 4 or 5 over there.
I got 4.
Night, Brandon.
Are there any more? More around here? So he got spooked and ran into his tunnel to finish his food this morning.
I was wondering why the food dish was in there.
I wonder what made him spooked. It wasn't anything super obvious.
Well, we're going to make a couple of throws at the house up there and well, maybe Hank doesn't want to chase it. I'm getting more messages from this person that's trying to find her cats, and I need to try to address that in a minute as best I can. I don't know what I'm going to do. Oh, good catch.
So athletic.
Is that all of them? Goes through.
All 4.
There's 2 more.
Let's see, like the one up in the house.
Oh. No picture yet. I think she might have just gotten an address. So hopefully I can help her figure it out. Nope, 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 nope. Here, wait, don't go over there.
I was gonna smack you in the head.
Stella be mad.
Oh.
Yeah, it's a terrible situation. I mean, anybody that would do that is just heartless. And the fact that you would do that to your spouse is one thing, but the fact that you would just do that to anybody.
Good fetch.
Oh, I missed.
Well, not quite a good fetch. Close though.
Well, especially when she was in another country. She said she was military and she was deployed, and apparently they weren't getting along while she was deployed, and she wanted to come get her cats, and that's what she was told.
Oh.
I mean, it sounds terrible, but I'd almost hoped that he went on her property and got the cats and took them somewhere, because then there would be some legal recourse. But if he was in custody of the cats the whole time she was gone, I guess the law would probably side with him on that. From my... Whoa, jeez. From my non-lawyer reading, it sounds like in marital disputes, pets are basically treated as property. Did you hurt yourself, Hank? You all right? I guess you're fine.
Eye itches or something. Too distracted.
Hey, D Hutch.
I'm just watching. I'm just watching.
I think it's a state-to-state deal on how what they're considered legally. But I think here, at least, they are considered property.
Unless you go out of your way to put it in writing somewhere, it's not like there's custody disputes about animals that are different than disputes about other property.
I don't know. I saw several different legal interpretations on a state-to-state basis, but as for this state, it looks like there's not much recourse if he was taking care of the cats on his property.
Evolution of lazy.
Yeah, he says I'm tired. Too many big jumps. Wilson might go after one, though, if you toss it over him. No, he's just going to watch Hank. Tabby says whatever.
So sweet to us, so mean to my baby.
Yeah, we probably need to wrap up, too, and I need to see what this lady is messaging and try to figure that out. And D Hutch, I'm sorry to run as soon as you get here. I don't know how your hours work, but hopefully we can work something out where you don't have to miss these all the time. Thank you, guys. D Hutch, what time is it where you are right now? I guess what time is it where you are, and what time do you normally, is this the time you normally get home?
Kicker. Oh, you run away from the kicker?
Well, hopefully you can still catch them. I mean, we always archive them, but it's always better when everybody can be here live, so hopefully we'll work it out. But we appreciate it, guys, as always. And like I said, we'll be a little later than our normal 6 or 6:30 Central Daylight Time that we typically shoot for during the week, because I'll be doing some yard work when I get home from work. So we'll try not to be too late, though. But thank you, everybody. We appreciate it very much. We hope you have a good night, and hope to see you tomorrow. Night, everybody.